Hey everyone, this podcast is coming to you from the Psychic Dolphin Garage. You can support this show and our larger efforts to build a leftist community through podcasting over at patreon.com/Psychic Dolphin Garage. That's patreon.com/PSYCHICDOLPHIN Garage, which is spelled like it sounds.
You know what else is happening at church this week is the big Kanye West, Joel Osteen crossover.
Really the fucking the mashup a lot of people were looking forward to.
Trying to picture just telling someone in 2009 that Joel Osteen and Kanye would be collabing on a Sunday service.
Yeah. Like fucking hey, you know that rapper, right? Kanye West, like the guy who did Graduation.
The guy who slandered Taylor Swift, as all the Osteen fans would know him.
Oh yeah, no. Also, he's working with like evangelicals now.
I mean, not even evangelicals is like he's contributing to missionary work, really putting time and money into the outreach efforts that they have. He's just like wallet and condom, hand and foot, wallet and condom with
foot.
With prosperity gospel preachers.
He's advocating for missionary work while trying to stop everyone from doing missionary. Every old person, and I include him as an old person, I'll oftentimes think, well, of course you're preaching prosperity gospel. That's the only way to rationalize your actions.
Being super fucking loaded, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the only way that you can... It's a Hail Mary attempt, but it's how you can stave off the inevitable uprising that should be held against you.
Yeah.
Is money equals moral majority. So if you have more money, you are more good.
Prosperity gospel is just the response to that verse about how it's easier for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle than it is for the rich to go to heaven. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna edit that out, and here's what actually happens: if you don't have money, you don't go to heaven.
I'm just picturing, Jesus. He's sitting there trying to preach to people. Everyone's not really quite understanding his point, and he's like, "All right, I'm going to show these fuckers what's up." So he takes a camel and he shrinks it down before their eyes and passes it through a needle where it then blows up again. And people are like, oh my God, that's amazing. And then Jesus finds the richest person there, just hurls him 600 feet.
Just murders him, and it's like, no, this guy went straight to hell. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus holding the needle out, and as the rich man falls, his body passes through the eye, bit by bit. It's just like a meat grinder, and it's just going, and he's just chilling there for 5 minutes waiting for it all to pass through.
And then Jesus turns back to the crowd and says, "The aristocrats."
Jesus turns back to the crowd and says, and that's why it's super important to upgrade to Gen 4 PCIe Express, because the bandwidth issues that are caused by, between the processor and the GPU bottlenecking, it really messes up the experience that you have playing Overwatch.
That's the real reason he was crucified.
Yeah, the Bible was originally going to be just just a testament.
Boo.
No, originally the Bible was just one of those fucking 500 Game Shark code books you would get at the fucking a school book fair.
When did that happen in gaming? That switch over from oh, holy shit, look at everything this person has. They must be good at the game. So man, this fucker bought a whole bunch of DLC.
I mean, that's the thing. As soon as it started being a thing where you could download content that you paid for.
Well, when was that? What was the first big game? Big major game?
Steam, Half-Life 2.
No. I mean, in terms of cosmetics and shit, in the game itself, I mean, probably
Halo?
late 2000s, I guess. I couldn't put that on a specific game, but
it's not on any one game. It's on all of them.
Yeah. Well, no, a funny thing is, and we've so far fucking strayed from Kanye West and the prosperity gospel. I'm going to bring it back. The only way you can be a good Fortnite player is if you have a non-default character skin, because children literally bully each other over that shit now.
Literally being bullied for for not having the money.
Yeah, they call them, they call the kids who don't shell out for the V-Bucks defaults, as in it's the default skin.
Slurs are hurled at them. Some are even called the N-word, simply based upon the color of their skin. This is unacceptable.
Oh, Jesus.
That's how you get gamers to care about racism. Yes, not skin color, but the color of skins. Yeah.
Psychic Dolphin Garage.
Hey everyone, I'm Kelton.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Bo.
And welcome to another episode of Psychic Dolphin Garage. This week we have...
Crickets.
Who do we have, Kelton?
Fuck.
Yeah, we're not doing a guest episode for the first time in fucking, 2 months now? Goddamn. It's been like a late season sitcom in here. Like, oh hey, Tony Danza's here. Fucking, some Olympic athlete from the 90s.
Our crazy cousins from Canada. Oh, whoa.
Like 15 different people from the Epstein flight logs. Whoa, what?
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're going old school this week, folks.
I mean, think of all the different types of guests that we've had. We've had climate activists, we've had podcasters, we've even had hip hop artists. I mean, it's been an absolutely wild streak.
Now we're just kind of going. We're just raw dogging this episode, for lack of a better way to put it. There is no better way to put it, for the record.
So, how's y'all's week been?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm finally all moved into my new place, so I'm not, recording off of my fucking mattress and sitting on the floor in an empty room eating beans out of a can. So that's nice.
For the listeners at home, just to help give them an idea of start to finish your transition from Oklahoma to your current residence.
I have been. I mean, couch surfing does not begin to describe it. It's more like couch freight train hopping, where I will just fall asleep in somebody's living room until they swap me out with a broom, and then move on to somebody else's.
Little known fact, Bo actually does most of his broadcasting from the holding tank that he's held in.
Little known fact, I am actually an opossum.
If only we were that lucky to have a real live opossum on this show.
Oh god, that'd be such a fucking selling point. Shit.
That's when we finally break into doing live show stuff, is we have the possum.
It's just us talking to a possum, which for the record too has a full fucking mic setup and everything. It's got cute little headphones.
Bo and Kelton might not, but you're damn wrong if you think I did not buy that possum his own cute little microphone and laptop.
Yeah,
and
possums,
snacks,
they're just known as
they have
dolphins
little
of the
hands,
land.
guys. They have little hands they use to snack. It's really cute.
The land dolphin possums.
Yeah, honestly, the dolphin of the land. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, the dolphin of the land are those cool Xochitl, I think is the name, dogs from Mexico.
One of them Ho Cheetles.
Yeah, yeah.
Their sibling was in a whole bunch of them Marvel movies. Don Cheadle.
Mexican
That sucks.
hairless dogs. Zolowitz Queen? Zolos.
Yep.
They're Zolos.
Yep.
They're Zolos.
Zolos. Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Zolos, they only live once.
Yep. No.
Anyways.
Stop. No. This is why we have guests on, so there's just less of this.
If you like giving Kelton prompts and having him make shitty, terrible references and puns out of them, then you should join the Discord and at him so that you can get more of that content all the time.
Yeah, if you listening at home wants a way to fucking, tell us to stop, by all means, join the Discord.
We have actually crossed 100 people in the Discord server, so congratulations. We do a giveaway, but I'm too lazy.
Whoa, so I think the reward that we all get is the knowledge that we are all a part of a Discord server that works about 70% of the time.
It only doesn't work for one person, and that one person should just stop trying to make things that are broken work. So, if you're out there listening to this, stop making it. Stop. I will boot you out of the server. I swear to God. Speaking of 100,
Kelton.
Speaking of 100 users, we are still trying to work up to 100 iTunes reviews. iTunes reviews really help our podcast. They really give us visibility in the algorithm, whatever the podcast algorithm is. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
Apple being even more opaque and fucking eldritch than YouTube or Google or anything. Like they're just the absolute worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
And once we do 100, we'll be doing a T-shirt giveaway. So
Some cool T-shirts. Hopefully, multiple T-shirts. But we'll see.
Yeah.
let's not get too carried away. You know, I can only rob so many T-shirts from Walmart before they start to notice. Okay. We go to the Goodwill for our T-shirt giveaway.
Shit, no, that'd be cool as fuck.
Well, the problem is in Houston that there are so many like vintage T-shirt shops where those people know people that work at Goodwill and they like
Hook them up with like the
good ones. Yeah. You can literally go to shops and it's just vintage T-shirts and that's all that they sell. And honestly, I've bought way too many T-shirts from there. So, free vintage T-shirts for all. That is what I promise.
FreeVintageT-shirts.com.
FreeVintageT-shirts.com. Doodly-doo. If I can't get free T-shirts, then give me free broadband. I want it in my body.
Personally, I think we should allow women in these spaces. There's no need for broadband.
That is the most esoteric fucking pun, and I appreciate it. All right, I just want to let you know that's some good shit. All right. Yes, Jeremy Corbyn is advocating for broadband. He hates women.
Misogynist. That's what the Labor Party is saying.
Anti-Semite Jeremy Corbyn. Yeah.
Not only is he anti-Semitic, now he's misogynist too.
So essentially, the quick rundown, the fucking elevator pitch. More or less, the Labour Party in the UK is saying, "Hey, fucking broadband as like a national public good,
fast and free, full fiber,
fast and free. It's not some shitty dial-up,
full fiber." So they want to upgrade the entire country to gigabit internet, which honestly,
holy shit,
2019. There are still people living on the outskirts of Houston that have access to satellite internet that gives them like 500 kilobyte download speed.
Jesus Christ.
Which, can you imagine living
like the Stone Age.
in a place where your cell phone has bad service and yet is still faster than your internet?
It sounds like me every time I visit like my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
Being like, well, I'm going to go just use my LTE for this purpose. Fuck your Wi-Fi, Grandma.
Yeah, no, they get on they're like, oh, we'll give you free 10 megabyte per second download speed with your HBO package and your ESPN package.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Just only being allowed to do HBO or ESPN?
Those are the two channels, yes.
Yes. the two cable networks.
We are going to be the absolute suckiest generation as technology evolves. We're just going to be like, back in my day, we just had 4 different applications before this ridiculous Congress deregulated everything and broke up all of the big banks.
Wait, deregulated and broke up the big banks.
My point is that we'll all be old and senile, but still be trying to contribute to the political conversation.
Oh, yeah.
But not have any idea of what we're doing.
Perfect.
Well, yeah, I mean, with any luck, we'll be in some sort of fucking Mad Max-esque apocalypse where, like, digital technology doesn't matter so much as, back in my day, you could put diesel in any tank. And it's like, Grandpa, no, the water wars are ongoing. You can't do that. Like, that's not how that works.
We've lost 4 boat engines because of this, Grandpa. Please stop mixing the fuel.
Who gave Grandpa the diesel again? I'm referencing my weed that he keeps stealing.
Nice. Good weed reference. Now I was gonna say, quit pouring the White Claws that you fucking dig out of the ruins of the Costco's scattered around the nation into our vehicles, Grandpa. It's not helping.
All right, that's our new like YA dystopia. Okay, all of the ocean due to global warming has fermented, and so it's all just alcohol.
It's just a big sea of White Claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, isn't that basically what the Dead Sea is? Except it's just fermented a little too long. It went from like alcohol to being pickled.
Jimmy Buffett's forgotten first experiment at Margaritaville.
Oh no! They added too much salt to the rim.
They added salt to the Pacific Rim, and the consequences were devastating.
I'm just really excited for us to be like, oh, who owns Pacific Rim? Be like, oh, yeah, I mean, that's Verizon, Google, Disney. Who owns that? Oh,
Yeah.
Verizon,
Yeah.
Google,
oh, cool.
Disney. So wait. So who allowed that merger to go through?
I was just gonna say, like this is like a running joke on fucking BoJack Horseman of like, oh hey, like there's a lot of companies, and literally to the point where in the most recent season they just decided to, hey, they're all just one megacorp now. Like we're unapologetically cyberpunk. But fucking, just for the record, Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, was doing that all the way back in like 2003.
All you young people, it's always been this bad. You're just now waking up to it.
Yeah.
Truly. Well,
25-year-old boomer.
not to reference, all the Bill Gates stuff that kind of kicked off this week that I don't think we have time to mention in full, but like that's how Microsoft got big, was like either just buying other companies outright or paying off the government to let him buy other companies outright.
But he helps cure malaria, I heard.
And he drinks the poop water
Yeah. And,
like a good billionaire does.
and so we expect the same from the Disney-Fox merger. But what did we get? We got Disney Plus.
It really is ridiculous that now Fox is just like, yeah, instead of being a failing movie studio, Disney gave us, what, like $1 trillion in all? To just have us focus on only sports. The thing that we've only been good at, basically.
Ever. Yeah.
And Fox News. Those are the two.
I feel strongly that it is a shame that Microsoft destroyed all of the different companies that were, contributing to Office software, specifically their Microsoft Office suite destroyed other competitors like Lotus. Libre is still going because it's FOSS, it's free open source software. But there's IBM's Lotus. There were all the Apple ones. There was a bunch that they killed off just because they made deals with people to ship their software, and I feel like that's exactly what's been happening. We just haven't heard about it, even though we're living in the moment. Like people that spend the time to go back and study, the history of not only streaming services but also television are going to see that there were so many things that failed that should have been better because mergers and market share have way more influence than good ideas in the marketplace. And Netflix used to be good, and then they started that thing where instead of doing like 2 good shows every quarter, they would
crank out fucking like 60 terrible originals just to see which one sticks.
Yeah, and so we've
which of these has the most gifs made out of it? Yeah.
and I guess that is kind of the point of I'm gonna say it, Kino content.
Be that guy.
All those gifs made out of fucking Tarkovsky's Stalker. Yeah.
I'm picturing some resistance fighter. He's huddled up in this dystopia, and the corporations have won. They're closing in. He's huddled in with his family, and he's like putting his hands to his son's face. He's like, I always want you to remember, corporations, they can buy out the man, but they can never buy out the idea. And the music just swells
as they defend their stockpile of RoboCop 2 DVDs or something.
It's actually their hard drive full of original YouTube shorts that they were banned from uploading.
It's the last of true independent filmmaking.
Honestly.
Yeah.
YouTube is like the last place where stuff like that happens, and it's still algorithm based, and it sucks.
Thanks, Google. You've made it truly the last true bastion of freedom.
Yeah.
I mean, it is weird though to see content now that doesn't have complete vertical integration. Because like Disney Plus had like 3.5 million downloads on the first day. Whew. And if you have Verizon Unlimited, you get a free year of Disney Plus.
I mean, that's huge. Yeah, I mean, if it's free, fucking why not take Disney Plus? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like one of those things of like, well, there went my principled stand against this because it literally does no good. Like
It does
Disney-
no harm to fucking take it and watch some I don't know, Aladdin. I don't know what fucking people watch
Mandalorian.
there. The man slash DeLorean.
Bo, how long have you been waiting to say that? Fuck you.
I saw it in a post. All right.
That is I'm reading this for the articles excuse of 2019.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to Disney Plus for the articles. Right.
Me trying to explain why I have Disney Plus to my leftist friends. No, it was part of the bundle, and I want to
Yeah.
watch soccer, instead of football. No, come back, guys, I promise.
Yeah. No, it's been doing really well despite just like fucking yeah. Let's really get everything under one big copyright.
Well, I mean, it's a complete rise, a rising tide raises all boats scenario because their stock went up 6%. Roku's stock went up 22%, and I forget the name of the TV company, but it rose like 12% because they announced that it's going to have like
Disney
full
Plus
Disney
integration.
mode type, integration into it, and
Yeah.
it's just like okay, so it's all really rolled together.
Oh man. And on top of that, Disney can also control the market by either dropping prices because they already have like 10 million registered users basically, or registered accounts.
I mean, they could fucking give Disney
had-
Plus away for free just to shut out competition.
yeah, and people will stop paying for Hulu and Netflix and
Because no one actually, like, Disney never makes any money on like their actual theatrical stuff. I mean, they do obviously, like at the end of the day, but where they really make their profit margins rise is in the merchandise and in the
Yeah.
experiences and the IP integration onto everything. There's a difference between content and art, and Disney has found a way to commodify art and churn it out mass production
As
style
content. Yeah.
into content, and it's not super
Yup.
great. I'm starting to think.
No, it maybe sucks a little bit. I mean, if any of the Disney shaming / cringe posting groups I'm in on Facebook are any indication, I mean, shit, people really love this, no matter how bad it sucks. So,
Yeah, I mean, but like, it's just so weird to me because I had to set it up. My kid loves some of the Disney shows that are animated.
well, yeah, like if a kid
And,
likes
like-
it, that's one thing. Kids,
Well-
I mean, kids' brains don't work good. If an adult is the same kid brain, I mean, who boy, buddy. Anyway, Halo 2 is the best game ever and will continue to be forever. And that's our show, folks.
Well, it just seems like when you have such integration across the board, it doesn't have vertical integration as much, but it has it in every different part of mass media of what
Yeah.
Disney owns. ABC News, or they're doing segments about Disney Plus, but it's essentially just a paid promotion.
Yeah.
ESPN
Well, I
is
mean, that's
using
that's
Disney
essentially
Plus
the thing.
for
It'd be a
highlight
lot
reels.
less sinister, yeah, if it weren't, hey, these people own a lot more than just some fun mouse cartoons,
It's just everything. And
Yep.
like the Simpsons episode with Michael Jackson, I think it was like the season 3 premiere episode. That one just
Right,
disappeared.
just disappeared, which is really weird, especially considering. I mean, if you're cutting the Michael Jackson episode, like, let's not stop there. Like, if that specific dude is your standard, come on.
Well, they also had to be like, now we apologize for our insensitive content that we had earlier.
Yeah,
you know?
which also, I mean, is a nice gesture, of course, of them saying, hey, some of these old cartoons are super racist.
So
like,
maybe don't put it in your catalog. You
or
can't
I mean,
say,
if they're gonna do the thing, that's fine. But then to be like skeezy about the rest of it is maybe not trustworthy.
like, yeah. No, I mean, what I would love is if Disney Plus like doubled down and did like content warnings in front of everything. Like to try and keep like everyone's thoughts in mind. but go
Yeah.
like way too overboard. Be like Lady and the Tramp. It's getting a content warning for graphic sexual implications.
Hey, I hope y'all realize those dogs in that cartoon movie we made, they're fucking for sure.
All the time.
Yeah.
Song of the South,
be
now
great.
available on
Also,
Disney+.
yeah, it's
Content
just
warning.
Michael Eisner showing up at the beginning of it, giving like a verbal message about it. Like they like put him in like a studio with like a nice background and everything, and just filmed him doing really vulgar like heads ups before all these. Like,
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Michael Eisner. Thank you for watching our classic Song of the South. In case you weren't aware, it's super crazy fucking racist. Enjoy. Hey, these crows from Dumbo are a specific reference to Jim Crow laws. Also, they're basically blackface. Enjoy. It's the same like canned thing every time, of course. But,
In true style, it's like a sweeping camera shot, and he's like, "Oh, hi, didn't see you there."
I didn't see it. And then it turns into it's either that or one of those like Disney Channel like interstitials where it's like, I'm Michael Eisner and this is about to fucking suck.
Yeah, man, that'd be great. He comes on and be like, my apologies if we offended anyone with the following content. We weren't allowed to use beep, 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 and beep. It's all very bad. 10 million people registered accounts in 2 days. People are already getting hacked, and their accounts are getting sold. But people
That's
are sharing.
hilarious.
I mean, people are sharing the accounts, in other words. So the number of actual people who are watching is probably closer to like 40 million.
Yeah.
And, that's just completely insane with what's happening. Because in a sign that they just kind of have a stranglehold on the market, Hulu Live TV rose to $55, like a 20% increase.
Jesus.
And they're just like, I mean, what are you going to do? Not accept the bundle?
Yeah.
And
I mean, Hulu, like, as much as Disney sucks, I mean, just for what you're getting for your money, Hulu is absolute bullshit because it's like, hey, you're going to pay for this and you're still going to get some fucking ads. How do you like that, huh?
oh, so you want to pay more so then you don't get ads? That's great. But some of our TV shows are still going to have ads.
Yeah.
You like that, don't you?
Like, that is dirty, Hulu.
And
Jesus.
even though we're mostly owned by Disney, it's all the ABC shows that are still going to have ads. How do you like that?
Convenient.
I like the idea of streaming TV, and I like the idea of having it separated from, my internet, because I don't like Xfinity doing scheduled maintenance and not actually informing me that it was scheduled, and then me being like, hey, can y'all tell me when it's scheduled next time? They're like, actually, we don't have a way to notify you of that. And I'm like, so it's not scheduled then? They're like, no, it's
not
scheduled
scheduled.
maintenance. And I'm like, your script is fucking murdering me. I'm gonna explode.
It's scheduled maintenance insofar as me showing up, drunk at Whataburger fucking at like 3 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's scheduled. Right.
Can you imagine, like, if AT&T on their Game of Thrones spinoff series, let's assume they, release it on Friday nights, and Marvel is releasing one of their Marvel TV shows on Disney Plus on Friday nights, and AT&T just fucking throttles the internet if you go onto Disney or if you use Disney Plus.
Good
And
thing
they're
we
just
have net neutrality, so they're not allowed to do that. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit,
Oh, no.
He has his headphones in.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Ajit Pai has his earbuds in, or his AirPods in. He
Wait,
can't,
actually, wouldn't that be a good thing if, he were to, how can I phrase this? Get Trotsky'd?
God.
Just keep on ice picking people who are members of the FCC and are against net neutrality.
Until media is good. Yeah.
So we discovered his body. Strangely, there was an ice pick nearby. We're not sure if it's related to the case at all.
Yeah. No, well, of course, before we move on from this, I do want to fucking wrap it up with, there is one fun streaming service that lets you watch your favorite shows whenever you like.
Where can I find this amazing product, Bo?
Yeah, so, cool.
What are the
Just fucking pirate everything.
What are the subscription fees?
$0. maybe a VPN subscription, like if your fucking ISP is shitty about it, but just promise to seed, I guess. That's really it. Just don't be a dick. So, yeah, I think that's about all we have to say about that. Is don't fucking bother these dumb goddamn. It sucks.
Yeah, no, get it for free. Don't pay for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, another example. I fucking went to a thrift store earlier today. Got fucking season 7 of Frasier box set DVDs.
That is the thing that
which
blows
is a very
my
normal
mind.
person thing to buy.
Well, I mean, like, let's assume that you love Frasier. Just go buy Frasier. You don't have to subscribe to whatever the fuck Criterion Collection.
And
Well, the Criterion Collection Frasier, first of all, is all in French, which makes it way better. So,
and honestly,
I'm honestly offended you would suggest that that's not the superior choice.
it's going to cost you more up front to purchase things like this in DVD format, even from used stores that sell used DVDs, used films, used media.
I got these
Also,
cocksuckers for
real
$3.
important. Don't mean to interrupt. Don't buy it on like iTunes or something else like that.
Oh
because
yeah,
they
that's not your
lose-
media. Yeah, fucking yeah. You do not own. I mean, Steam. Like as much as like I've been hooked on it for far too long. Like I don't own any of those fucking games. If Steam went down tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to fucking play any of them.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, like, get as physical content or the closest that you can to it.
Yeah,
I guess
physical
would be
or
my
like
advice.
something from a non-shitty distributor.
Again,
Really.
like FOSS software, free open source software. Don't pay a Microsoft tax to start up your computer. You can literally buy a $20 OEM key online if you know where to find it. And supporting subscription services like this that are just watering down other people's labor. Like at some point there's going to have to be more direct access to artists. It's
Legitimate question. What if we all like decide to really get into like a PBS show, like how we all used to be into Downton Abbey? You know, just be like, man, this government-provided TV show is actually not half bad. Crazy.
You know what
how that
happens
can
when we
work.
all get really into a PBS show, Kelton? They move it to HBO, like they did with fucking Sesame Street. Yeah.
True.
Which Sesame Street, now on HBO, you have to pay money to watch Sesame Street.
Yep.
Good luck, kids.
Yep. Yeah, not paying a tax to start up your computer using free open source software that you don't have to pay for, that is developed by people who are doing it because making technology better is cool and good. And at some point there's going to have to be the ability to access media and art that is separated from the companies that have monetized accessing media and art, because those are important. Those are important to people. Those are important to society at large and culture.
As much as like we were talking shit about like, oh, none of this is art. I mean, fuck it, it's still valuable. Everything's art. Fucking.
It's valuable
Yeah, I mean-
because we'll use it. It's not valuable because it's great art. It's not amazing art. It's just
Hey, shut the fuck up about Lilo and Stitch for 2 seconds, because that is great and valuable.
pop
Yeah, Lilo's
culture-
sister, Demi Thick? Question mark. Feel
No, unironically, yeah, fucking Lilo's older sister. Yeah, icon.
Yucky. Pop culture is by virtue of being reproducible, easily reproducible, and monetized, is designed to be replaced. It's not designed to be something that is long-standing in the cultural psyche. Disney properties are actually designed to be long-standing in the cultural psyche because a lot of their money comes from marketing these iconic
Hey,
figures
y'all know
that they
Goofy?
have.
Y'all heard of Goofy? Yeah.
Yeah, like these are characters that they make money off of, and they make it to be more long-lasting than the random I don't know, Pixar movie of the year, cars, planes, trains, I don't know.
Y'all remember the Ant Bully?
No. The
Well.
Ant Bully. Oh god, this was a
Yeah,
movie.
Google it. Yeah, the 2006 animated film, The Ant Bully. Fucking look it up.
Jesus Christ.
Real bad.
Yeah, so support people that really want to do things. I say Keenan, I say YouTube. Like honestly, small creators are going
are
to
always
be
going to treat you better than some fucking big, company that fucking doesn't care about
what I'm
it.
saying is subscribe to our Patreon. Anyways,
Our Patreon and several of our fans is OnlyFans. Until we get an OnlyFans, then you come to us like a good little boy.
yeah, come to us. Much like the Black Plague has come to China.
Ooh, allegedly,
Right.
asterisk.
This story is not blown up yet, but I'm assuming that I'll start seeing it on Nextdoor in a couple weeks.
Yeah. It's going to be just like how everyone was afraid of the SARS issue in 2003. That got blown way out of proportion. I mean, it was still kind of a big deal.
What was that one that had like cases? Not like Spanish influenza or like something else that was supposed to come over from Africa.
Ebola.
Ebola, yeah, the Ebola.
Those bees I was really worried about as a kid. All those terrible Africanized bees.
Oh yeah. We spent so much time in our childhood being scared of like bees instead of the impending threat of climate change. That's really is the major shift, I would say.
Y'all are lucky having just bees to worry about, not massive 3-inch hornets.
They're gnats who whore around. I don't know, man. The thing about the Black Plague,
Pave over that, yeah.
Hornets are terrifying. Yeah, what's not terrifying is the normal outbreak of the Black Plague that occurs every year.
worst bedside manner to ever hear from a doctor. Oh, this Black Plague? Totally normal. Nothing
This
to
Black
see
Plague's
here.
for pussies. Like, you coward, you casual.
I don't think we're supposed to use that derogatory term, doctor. I didn't spend 5.5 years in medical school not to get to use that word.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say this Black Plague's for pussies. This Black Plague is for vulvas. Alright? I'm a doctor.
Hey, common usage would insist that, we just call it vagina because that's what people say. It doesn't have to be medically accurate. Nobody uses medically accurate terms these days, Bo.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, no. So really, the point of this whole thing is we got to ask why is the sudden focus on China having Black Plague?
It doesn't have anything to do with the 70-year anniversary that we've covered before. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
and the weird surge of. I mean, come on.
I feel like there's some other reporting going on too about some sort of territory that they control that is maybe undergoing some
Unrest, perhaps.
nothing at all tied into their the continuous trade war, the 70th anniversary of their China existing.
Yeah.
Plopped down 70 years ago. And
there was nothing there for thousands and thousands of years, and then about 70 years ago, everybody was like, "What if we just fucking start a country and call it China?"
China.
yeah.
What if we just fucking set up some shit? It's like China would be a great name. Yeah, fucking yeah, totally.
Yep. The Black Plague does exist. As far as I know, from 2010 to 2015, there are about 3,000 cases reported worldwide. There were outbreaks in Madagascar in 2017 and 18, I think because of animal transmission.
Yeah.
Which still happens in places where they haven't destroyed the local fauna and all of the native animals have been driven out hundreds of miles away from the large cities that we have placed into the earth.
What if that was actually what was happening in Brazil while burning down the rainforest? They were actually trying to stop the plague from reaching here.
Oh, Jesus.
That's my new conspiracy. That's my hot take for all the conservatives out there. Get to really do two news stories at once,
Yeah. Burning down the Amazon rainforest is good because it stops transmission of deadly diseases.
Mm-hmm.
Good take, Kelton. I'm just, that's, China just needs to burn more forests down. Why do you think California is on fire? We gotta avoid deadly disease outbreaks.
China's planting all those trees. They should be burning more, just to balance them out. I think as a principled, center line fucking political entity, fucking China should be burning as many trees as they plant.
Personally, I think that the giant magnifying glass that China has set up on their coast that they have pointed towards the redwoods in California
Just
is very
straight
dangerous.
across the Pacific.
Yeah, well, that's only in response to Elon Musk launching all of his satellites, which are definitely to provide satellite internet in 2019 to the U.S. and not to spy on China, shoot laser beams at their country, and or to morph into Transformers and just attack all of the Chinese satellites that are also orbiting the Earth. I'm really interested. I'm clicking through all the links here. I just want to see how fast this is going to be, because they're saying, oh God, stop.
Fast enough to stream both Disney Plus and Tesla flicks. I don't know. At the same time, sure.
It's saying that they've been able to deliver 610 megabytes per second connection to the cockpit of an in-flight U.S. military C-12 twin-engine turboprop aircraft.
Cool. Can they deliver fucking 610 megabytes to my shitty, like, probably from Radio Shack modem that my fucking, local internet provider hooked me up with?
So wait. The military aircraft can go into fairly high up in the sky, and these satellites are relatively low orbit. So there's probably not actually that much space, ultimately, of difference between them. And I'm willing to bet that they had the plane flying more or less underneath them, fast enough pattern that it could keep pace.
Yeah, well, they're saying that their goal is to hit gigabit speeds with it.
With more satellites, with more trash flying around.
Yeah, which, again, like what's better? Let Elon Musk shoot a bunch of shit into the sky and then, pray to God that it works? Or to just seize the internet infrastructure from the companies that are maintain a monopoly over it, replace it all.
Corporatism intensifies.
Replace it all using the money that we pay a subscription every year to maintain it shittily, I might add. And
so are you saying that taxes are just a government subscription service?
I'm saying that that the money you pay to your internet provider is not going to provide you internet. It's going to provide CEOs with a paycheck.
Damn. Crazy how capitalism does that, huh?
And over again, It's like all of these artists that are like, look at this beautiful artwork we can project into the sky with such detailed images. And then Pepsi just bought that technology, and they're like, we're going to do
what
hologram
if we did
ads.
That? Yeah, what if Pepsi Man was up there fucking, though? God.
Hentai in the sky.
It's going to use an artificial constellation hung in the night sky next to the stars to promote an energy drink.
I'm just waiting until they attach giant poles to the satellites that Elon Musk is building, and we just get giant banner ads that sweep across the sky.
Yeah. How can I install ad block in my fucking eyes?
Hang on. Critical support for PepsiCo. It says they'll use the system to promote a campaign against stereotypes and unjustified prejudices against gamers.
Wow.
Honestly, you know what? Now we have to support it. Capitalism is good again. All right. End of
It was
podcast.
real touch and go there for a second. So.
Capitalism's good again, baby.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I don't want to pay Elon Musk $100 a month to access his satellite internet bullshit. That's gonna have it's gonna have bandwidth issues 3 months in because we
Outages.
plan on
Yeah.
satellite technology is it worked really well because we didn't have a way to do giant lines across the entire country that we could send
Speak for
signals.
yourself. I have found a way to do giant lines all across this country.
Yeah,
Thank you
dude, I've
very
done
much.
giant lines in fucking Florida, New York, Dallas. Not on the West Coast yet.
All right, me and John from BB Bloodus for doing my goth country band And our first song's gonna be Giant Lines all across the country. And it's just gonna be
Nice.
like that song where they like, I do giant lines in Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Oklahoma.
That's what you're doing, yeah.
Yeah. It's great. It's really, really good country, music.
Johnny Cash rolling over in his grave.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Did Johnny Cash ever cover any Woody Guthrie songs? I know that's a really random question.
Probably.
but That's something that I think would probably, with how Johnny Cash has become like Kurt Cobain almost. And so like the old people version of that, I'm sure Woody Guthrie just is a huge fan of that being part of his legacy,
Many years ago, we were honored when we were called by Woody Guthrie's family. They asked if we would like to put any of Woody's unused lyrics to music. It contained the phrase, I'm shipping up to Boston. We sang Woody's words over some music we had already written. The song, I'm shipping up to Boston, came to life.
Hold on. Dropkick Murphys.
Oh, no.
Dropkick Murphys, I'm shipping up to Boston came from Woody Guthrie's unused lyrics.
Wow.
On our new album, we are equally grateful to the June Carter Cash estate. They blessed our use of June's Ring of Fire melody and the bagpipe line of our new Blood.
The bagpipe line, of
So,
course.
Woody Guthrie and Johnny Cash feature on the Dropkick Murphys album.
Feature or were covered?
Well, I mean, technically they feature because it's their stuff that's just being
Yeah,
remixed
yeah,
into.
yeah.
That's all I have for Woody Guthrie.
No, I'm really glad that the end point for this is the favorite band of dudes who believe that the Irish were slaves.
Well, if we want to find a way to convince them, but also still oppress them, maybe we could introduce them to Dragon's Blood Elixir.
Yeah, because there's nothing the Irish hate more than spice.
If they wanted to spice things up, they should try it with their genetics first. Oh!
Or with their potatoes. Too soon. It's a potato famine
Jesus,
joke.
Bo.
Yes. Fucking yeah. Y'all seem to really enjoy that Dragon's Blood that you sampled on our bonus episode. Also, go listen to our bonus episode.
Yeah, it should be coming out on Saturday at some point in time. Maybe around then. I don't know.
Eventually.
Zach is going to be the one editing this one. We got another bonus episode lined up later that I'll edit. So you pester him, okay, at Shinobi 1 Kenobi for the update on that, and then y'all pester me for the next one, okay?
Yeah.
Don't pester both of us, though. This is called division of labor. Mark's wrote about this, I think.
Yep. Totally.
But yeah, I mean, we were given free hot sauce that seems pretty cool. They were unreleased and exclusive for us. I am a huge fan of their. It's almost like a apple vinegar hot sauce. And then, how would you describe the Apocalyptic Reaper, Zach?
It's a step up from habanero hot sauces. It's good to use on things.
Well, which apocalypse did you see, though? Like which religion is right, I guess.
It was like a big pyramid that had a lot of different sides, and there were people traveling up all the different sides of the pyramid, and the only ones that made it at the top were the atheists, because
Damn.
the last one was do you believe you're a good person, or do you believe that you're made a good person by your works? And is that
The only thing that count as works is posting on Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah. R/Christianity would beg to differ.
But yeah, I mean that was really cool for us, and I mean
We love hot sauce. Send me more hot sauce. I will eat more
please.
hot sauce.
The hottest
Okay.
of sauces.
Help out this company if you want to get something.
That is Dragon's Blood Elixir.
Yeah, just go ahead, get them. Don't tell them that you got it from us, just so that way then we can claim credit for all of the sales.
Yeah, don't
that
make it weird.
in that period of time. But yeah, I mean, it's something that I think everyone should check out. And
They're a small business, and they have some cool leftist tweets that we thought justified having them on our leftist show.
Yeah, they actually make good things, and we want to support that. So if you make good things and you want us to support you, and if you're a leftist, yeah, go for it all day, every day.
Just eat hot sauce, nothing else, just hot sauce.
Someone send me a hot sauce that will literally kill me, please.
That's the new remake of Dune. It's just going to include Dragon's Blood Elixir hot sauce.
Dune coming to Disney Plus near you.
Actually, funny y'all should mention that. We got some games this week.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to do 2 different games. First one is called 2 Disney Pluses and a Lie. The next one is called Weird News, which seems to be the mainstay. It seems to be the one people
respond well to, yeah.
Yeah. So, 2 Disney Pluses and a lie. I'm going to read to you 3 Disney Plus shows. One of them is fake. You have to tell me which one. Okay?
Well, they're all fake, Keldon.
God.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear it.
All right. The Barefoot Executive. A chimpanzee rises through the corporate ladder based on its ability to pick hit TV shows.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Coming strong out the gate, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Option number 2. Davy Crockett and the Forest Knight. David Crockett helps a family rescue their kidnapped child. The third one is Unidentified Flying Oddball. A space shuttle lands in medieval times, and the astronaut must interact with King Arthur's court.
Holy shit.
Oh, God. I gotta do the monkey.
I'm going for Unidentified Flying Oddball. I feel like that's something else.
All right, guys. The fake one was Davy Crockett and the Forest Knight.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That was such a sleeper. That was okay. No, okay. All right. Here, let me. And Zach, feel free to weigh in here. I was thinking that is such a boring fucking premise that it's got to be some like 50s, 60s Disney live action thing they put out.
I was actually pretty sure that I had seen Davy Crockett and the Forest Knight.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Daniel Boone and Davy Crockett TV shows in my lifetime.
All right, round 2. We have The Sparrow's Tambourine. A down-on-his-luck sparrow in St. Louis finds his voice and rhythm when he discovers a tambourine.
That's a bad Dreamcast, like, straight-to-DVD thing. Anyway, or DreamWorks, not Dreamcast, whatever.
Dreamcast. Yeah, it was the #1 movie on Dreamcast.
On the fucking Dreamcast, yeah. It could play Laserdiscs, but it was never advertised. Anyway.
All right, the next movie is Sammy the Way Out Seal. 2 kids smuggle a seal home from vacation on the beach, and hijinks ensue.
Of course. I mean, hijinks ensue is kind of implied with all these fucking movies, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it's a solid, like, 1950s word, you know? Mm-hmm. Then the third one is Gus, the story of a mule who can kick field goals.
Gus is fake.
I also think Gus is fake.
Okay, are you guys claiming that I maybe got a little too stoned and then copied off Air Bud? Is that what you're saying? Guess what, motherfuckers? The fake one is The Sparrow's Tambourine. Gus is a real movie that you can watch on Disney Plus.
That's like that stupid,
so stupid.
What's the bee game or like the flower game? The bee game where you fly around as a bee and you like you put your pollen inside of all the flowers.
Hot.
It's called Tinder, baby.
Fuck you, Bo.
That's the point. Yes.
Jesus. Okay.
Anyway,
Gus, how did I miss an animal sports movie?
I don't know, man, but I mean, our parents they failed us. So
yeah, clearly, yeah. Our
right.
cultural education is lacking.
Last round, Ty is scored up. It's scoreless heading into the final period here.
A solid 0-0 here in the fourth quarter.
Stakes have never been higher.
This would be way more entertaining if we had some fucking guests. I was anticipating a little bit of a roundabout here. No, they would have checked out probably by now. God bless them.
So hey, that's the episode, right? No. We're gonna drag you through another half hour of this shit. Good luck.
Yeah. What we do is we have found a way to do a 45-minute show like every other leftist podcast, only that we add about 20 minutes of games at the end that we
Just
like
suffering,
subject
yeah.
people to. Yeah. So the third round, again, 2 Disney Pluses and a lie. The first movie is called Darby O'Gill and the Little People. A man loses his job to a young hotshot and accidentally kidnaps a leprechaun king.
Just read that back slow. No. No. What's the next
Sorry,
one?
sorry.
Okay.
No. A man loses his job to a young hotshot and accidentally kidnaps a leprechaun king.
Those two. Okay, so the pitch there.
That's
right?
just
The
that's
fucking-
just the Sonic movie.
What if I told you that the young hotshot was played by Sean Connery? Does that make it
What?
seem more or less believable?
nothing about this is good.
More believable, I guess.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to keep on going. The next movie is called Blackbeard's Ghost. A high school track coach summons the spirit of Blackbeard and must help Blackbeard do one good deed to return to the afterlife.
I've definitely seen
Okay.
this at like 4 a.m. on the Disney Channel.
The next movie is called Barnyard Boogie. 3 City Slick brothers turn their grandfather's farm into a jazz club to raise money for their grandma's nursing home.
What?
Starring a young Kurt Russell.
Damn. You know what? I think it's Blackbeard.
I was gonna go with the
That's
Kurt
my take.
Russell. I'm gonna go with the Jazz.
All right.
At least we're
Jazz Hall.
diversifying here.
It's definitely the first one. Kelton definitely did 3 first choices in a row.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I hate to break it to you, but Zach, you won. The Barnyard
Oh,
Boogie was
yes.
the fake one.
The one
And-
point.
And also,
To win the fucking
for the
match,
record,
yeah.
Davy Crockett and the Forest Knight was the second choice, and then the Sparrow's Tambourine was the first choice. There we go.
Yeah.
Words work. But yeah, Blackbeard's Ghost seems like just an absolute insanity premise. And Darby O'Gill and the Little People is totally a real movie. Came out in 1959.
God, that's
Wow.
not
good. It's
It
not
sure does
good.
sound like it came out in 1959. I'll give it that.
Yeah, all that super hot content, coming
Yeah.
at everyone.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it on that one, that one channel that now does everything, the Disney Plus channel.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that on Channel. That's just the new name for it.
CHANEL channel. Chanel buys TV. Everything is it's the channel.
Oh, I only watch designer TV. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of pop couture.
Oh, fuck.
Well, we got one more game left. It's weird news. Fair warning here, okay? Like, I spent a lot of time making what I thought were plausible Disney movie pitches.
No, those were solid. I'm not gonna
They
lie.
had to, believe it or not, I had to keep upping the ridiculousness factor with them. I was like, this seems like it's not at the same level as the others. So, all right, round 1 of weird news. An Alaskan university is taking PB&J sandwiches as payment for parking tickets.
Okay.
3 Indiana judges are suspended after their fight outside of White Castle leaves 2 wounded.
Oh, okay. That one's okay. That's definitely realistic. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's real because I was involved actually.
I shot all 3 of them, but they don't know it.
Allegedly.
A Charles Manson cult follower has been freed, created a Twitter account, and immediately followed Marilyn Manson. Or Dallas Straight Pride Parade brings 2 people in. Both of them were from out of town.
Manson one is fake.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Manson one as well.
All right, the fake one was Charles Manson, of course.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Hey, before we move on to the rest of this game, I do want to touch, just as a Dallas native, on the fucking straight pride parade thing there.
Yeah.
Because, okay, Literally, if you look it up, the picture is fucking hilarious because it's these two dudes holding the straight pride flag they concocted, which sucks, of course. And it's just two guys, nobody else, amongst a crowd of, like, masked up, like, black bloc looking folks, and, like, folks with, like, trans flags and ANCOM flags, and it's just very funny, and honestly, Dallas, for once in my life, you've surprised me. In a good way, that is.
I don't think they got
Every day.
milkshakes, so, honestly...
They did not get milkshake. Shit, yeah, Dallas, you dropped the ball.
I mean,
You
to
could
be
have gone
fair...
to fucking, where people get milkshakes.
To be fair, there were only 2 of them.
Yeah, there were only 2, and I'm trying to do a fucking, like,
Just
fun,
two bros deciding to go
local
to the straight
reference.
pride parade to
2
throw people off the
bros
scent.
sitting in a hot tub 5 feet away because they're not gay.
Two dudes 5 feet apart at the straight pride parade, yeah.
Just really bonding, talking
Totally.
to each other.
Just looking each other dead in the eyes, talking about how straight they are, yeah.
All right, round 2 of weird news. Couples in New York City, a couple in New York City had their honeymoon ruined when the Airbnb listing they had reserved for its scenic view instead overlooked a massive farming billboard. A Chicago bar has installed over 70 Billy Big Mouth Bass to play popular songs in unison.
That rules. If that's fake, I'm gonna be pissed.
I need it to be real. A wild boar snorted over $17,000 worth of cocaine.
Yes, Praxis.
That's what those 32 feral boars were after, not that guy's kids. Fucking getting just zooted.
And the final option of this round, Hidden Valley is selling a stocking filled with 52 ounces of ranch dressing for the holiday season.
Oh, damn. I'm gonna go for the Hidden Valley one just because I really hope that's not real.
What was the first one?
A couple had their honeymoon ruined when their Airbnb listing that said that it had a scenic view actually just was facing like a giant billboard that had like an ad for farming on it.
Yeah, I feel like that one's real, but it's so like mediocre. I feel like that one's got to be the fake one.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going farming billboard, Zach.
Yep.
And Bo is going Hidden Valley.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know me pretty well, Zach. Congratulations.
Yes.
Airbnb was the fake one.
My
Nice,
fake
now
news, my fake news antenna has been tuned in. I don't quite have the Disney Plus or not, whatever you name it.
The fake news subscription service, a.k.a. Whatever the fuck my parents are on.
New developments in QAnon is that President Trump has already been killed and replaced. So honestly,
that's a good one.
They're doing super normal and good.
Shit, I cannot wait. I mean, I know it's a couple weeks out, but fucking, I'm going home for Thanksgiving, and I am totally bringing that up to my fucking mom. My God.
Just bring it up in earnest, though, like in like a
Oh,
worried
100%.
way.
Like, hey, did you hear about the president? Like, is he okay?
No. The real president, is he okay? Not the guy that's in the White House.
Yeah. I mean, our president, not their president. And if you couldn't hear it, I was doing parentheses with my hands.
All right, round 3. A man drives one electric shopping cart from one Walmart to another to avoid DUI charges. Colorado Springs daycare had a false wall, apparently, with 23 children stuck in the basement.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
And by the way, like, I'm going to make up like the whole title. I'm not going to do like, it was actually 25 children.
Yeah.
The third option is California passed a bill recently legalizing eating roadkill. Basically, if you hit a deer with your car, you can scoop
Jab
it
the
up.
fuck down.
Yeah, and I mean, all the more reason to get a Mad Max car.
Does
I
it
guess.
Absolutely, yeah.
count towards my hunting license that I purchase every year? Do I have to report my roadkill that I eat?
What is the implication on my insurance deductible if I claim that I was hunting the deer with my car? The fourth option is a Maryland police chief created a Memorial Day controversy by saying, "I would not have met my wife if her husband hadn't first served overseas."
Wait, now the cops are fighting the fucking the veterans?
Cops versus veterans. Coming soon to Disney
I'd watch
Plus.
it, yeah.
Cops versus veterans, the latest installment in the Kong universe. Jesus.
I would like it. Do you guys remember that Russian movie, by the way, where like a guy was envisioning all these corporations as giant monsters that were like fighting each other? Because I think I would be A-okay watching like Kaiju Amazon fight Kaiju Disney Plus.
God. Shit. Good round here.
I'm gonna go with the orphanage or the children's daycare in Colorado, because you had to interrupt to let us know that you if you're gonna make up a headline, you're gonna make up the whole headline. And I'm pretty sure it's real because you had to specify that you're not just gonna lie to us and be like, aha, it was 25.
So that's why you're picking it as the fake one?
What was the first one again, for the record, by the way?
A man drives one electric shopping cart from one Walmart to another to avoid a DUI charge.
I'm going to say all of them are fake except for that one. That's in fact, everything that's ever happened is fake except for that.
All right, so Zach, you're going with the children in the basement.
Yeah.
And Bo, you're going with the Walmart DUI.
Yeah, again, for the record, that is the one real one. Is what I'm saying.
Well, guys, the fake one was the Maryland police chief.
Damn,
I wanted that one to be real. Was the problem?
Mm-hmm.
You
let emotions cloud your judgment, is what you're saying.
It's okay. I'm still 2-0. So
yeah. Listen, I made my choice.
Bo does not play to win. I, on the other hand, am a true gamer.
I don't play to win. This is art, not sport. All right.
Anyways, I'm gonna close this out by turning on the Bob Dylan song to Woody.
What?
Did you guys know that Bob Dylan wrote a song for Woody Guthrie and it's called "Song to Woody"?
I don't, but my
and it's
God,
called "You Got a Friend in Me."
you leave Randy
That's
Newman
how we
out of
fucking bring
this.
it back. Yeah.
Good Lord. Well, yeah, this was a pretty solid episode. It was.
I would say so. Yeah. Feels lonely almost. Zach.
Well, if you guys want us to stop doing games, just please leave us a
Scream
voicemail
at
or
us,
send us
on
an
the
email.
internet.
Or actually, you know what? I amend those statements. Just, hit us up on Discord.
It's the 21st century. Yeah, we're all millennials here, I hope.
Hit us up anywhere. If you hit us up on Discord, we will, recite your question. If you leave us a voicemail, you will have to listen to your voice. Everyone will hear the nervousness I can't finish this sentence.
You've got
It's
this.
not coming out.
Hippity.
Zach, hey, keep in mind, man, you record a podcast.
Yeah, I am the podcaster. I am he who comes at night to tell you that you sound like shit in your shitty microphone.
But yes, really anywhere you reach out, we can respond to your questions and, whatever. The voicemail thing, of course, is fun because we can put it on the show. But we like to fucking be involved and engaged and all that.
Yeah,
So,
and also shout out to our patrons, specifically Scott, for contributing to our dialectical tier, and Lauren and
Hell
Allie
yeah.
for contributing to the 2008 living wage tier. Again, we've gotten all of our basic costs covered, so now we are no longer actively hemorrhaging money, and we are on our way to the next level of being able to afford better equipment, so that way maybe we can start doing some video shows. And
Yeah, I just skim a little bit off the top, once or twice or 20 times a month to just get some fucking McChickens and just scratch that primal urge I have.
Yeah, I mean, we were legitimately considering maybe just shipping McChickens to people as the first Patreon.
I'm sorry, what is this,
reward
wee shit?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's called going renegade, really believing in yourself. But no, once we get the stickers that we've ordered, we will be mailing the stickers out to you
Yes.
people. And just for everyone, please check out Griff Shop's Gender Reveal Pipe Bomb T-shirt and buy that
It's a shirt of the bit we did, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I showed it in the stream that we have on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Central.
solid plug.
And
solid
it's
plug.
honestly a really sick shirt. It's super long. I thought it covers my entire ass, which is the only downside to the shirt.
Truly, everyone on stream really missed out on a glorious opportunity.
And it was a real loss that we had to work through. So
Well, we came together though because of it. We've overcome it, and that's the important thing. Last bit of news: I heard the complaints, people. Okay, I get it. I appreciate all the DMs and from like 4 of you, but still, talking about how you really like the sports show, and we'll
Bring it back.
Yeah, we'll work on workshopping it into a different form, but that would probably be coming out after the holidays in like January at some point, which feels so far away, but that's actually just like a month and a half. So
it's only 3 guests away.
The goddamn decade is almost over.
I remember
Isn't that wild?
I remember sitting in my friend's house with my parents at the eve of 1999, asking my father why he thought the computers would freak out.
what about in 2009 when everyone was just like, "Whoa, man, it's going to be totally different this decade. Occupy Wall Street is working. We're really going to stick it to people. Change is around the corner."
I was too busy XD roaring my late GF.
God.
Well, I'm sure her husband, and her children all appreciate those valiant efforts.
Hopefully they're doing better than me.
If not, hit him up on AIM. I'm sure he still use that all the time, right?
We're still friends on AOL Messenger. I just have to re-log in to figure out what her screen name was.
I'm gonna go shotgun a Modelo and then immediately fall asleep.
All right, guys. Deuces. Thanks for listening to another episode of Psychic Dolphin Garage. Check out our link tree in the show notes so you can join our Discord, watch us on Twitch, and find our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, or pretty much wherever you get your podcasts. Word of mouth is still the best way for us to bring this weird leftist show to as many people as we possibly can. So if you like the episode, please share it with someone. Anyone. Just one other person at your school or office or parole hearing who you think might like what we do. We trust your judgment. Go ahead and also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Dolphin Garage. Our music is provided by Amoeba Crew. Find them on Twitter at Amoeba Crew. You can find the link to their YouTube page in our episode description.